What is up, everybody? We're already at 6 likes last time I checked. You guys are killing it. Yep, still at 6 likes. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. If you guys live in the KC area, you guys probably don't have school, so everybody's probably in a good mood. But other than that, let's get right into the podcast. Jackson, Sam, definitely good to have you back. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been. I've been busy with work. I'm sorry about that, but it feels good to be back, and I'm glad to see the continued growth with this podcast.
Yeah, for sure. You guys definitely do rock with that. We're almost at 70 subs, guys, so make sure that subscribe button. Share this to your friends. Let's get that like goal of 25, and let's hit 75 subs by the end of the night. That'll be a pretty good day. Jackson, how's your day? How's your week been going?
It's good. It's cold, but it's good.
It is very cold. Sam, do you have school tomorrow?
I've had school today actually. Neosho, that's where I live. For anyone that is viewing this or listening, I live in Neosho. It's kind of near Joplin, and it's extremely cold. Definitely, if we had any rain, we'd definitely be out of school. But it's been pretty dry down here, so we haven't really. Sadly, we're still going to school.
Sucks. Douglas, I'm pretty sure you are in the giveaway, but if you guys don't DM Sam's Chief Chaos account, you guys can DM us on KC3 Takes of you liking it. Make sure to follow us on there too, guys. Just started up the account, but let's get right into it. So, boys, the Pro Bowl happened Sunday. What were your thoughts on that? Jackson? Yeah, okay.
It's pointless. I think they should just do like a ceremony for everyone that made the Pro Bowl, like a 1-hour televised thing where they like get together at like a big fancy place and like just congratulate everyone.
That's called the award ceremony.
Well, you don't give out awards. You just all get there. I mean, there's no need to play a game because the game sucks.
All right, Sam?
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I wish there's some way we could kind of make it to where the winner of it would host the Super Bowl, but it's kind of unfair if the Super Bowl players aren't playing in it. So if it's, for example, like in the middle of the season, instead of all the bye weeks, we just have 1 week. And so far, I mean, you could choose to participate in it, stuff like that. Kind of make it more interesting. I'll be straight up honest. I don't watch it. I don't care to watch it. It's not entertaining. And it's just overall, you can tell the NFL is just begging for views, and it's kind of funny because they're acting all needy. They're even trying to get Jalen Ramsey in on offense just to see, try to drive up those views. But it really isn't. It really isn't too attractive to me, at least as a Chiefs fan, at least.
All right, I kind of agree with you guys. Literally, when you touch the quarterback, that's a sack, or wide receiver, or a running back. So it's whatever. But the NFL is obviously trying to make an effort to compete with the NBA All-Star Weekend. Why do you think there's more success in the NBA All-Star Weekend versus the NFL All-Star Weekend?
Well, because A, it's during the middle of the season, not the end when everyone's ready to go on vacation, and B, basketball isn't as physical of a sport, and it's not you don't get injured as much, so players are more likely to try harder because you're not going to hurt somebody. Like in the NFL, the reason most of them don't really want to try is because they're afraid of getting injured or getting someone else injured. But in the NBA, that's typically that typically doesn't happen, and so I feel like they just try harder. And plus, it's like, I don't know, it's just a bigger deal. It's at night, it's on the weekend. Like the Pro Bowl's 2:30 on the day, in the middle of the day on Sunday. Like that's not a big deal at all.
All right, Sam.
I also feel like I kind of agree with what Jackson said, but also there's no defense in the NBA All-Star game. It's just really, it's just kind of like a whole game of people showcasing awesome dunks. You know, how far they can pull up behind the three-point line, stuff like that, and that's what gets people interested. People like competitive, crazy stuff like showcase, but the NFL, it's kind of like it's like almost like flag football because it's not contact whatsoever, and so it's like don't even have it if it's really not even up to the terms of football in my opinion. So the NBA, it's just overall much better.
All right, I totally agree with you guys. I definitely like how Sam brought up how the in a NBA is a lot of high scoring, and I like to see that. I don't know if you guys like to see defense and stuff, but I don't know if you guys agree with me. The only All Star game that everybody tries in, or like, is pretty much the same game as the MLB All Star.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
Well, that's also because it used to have meaning because whoever won it got home field in the World.
What's up, Landon? Shout out, Landon. Thanks for stopping by the podcast. Douglas, I told all my siblings to appreciate it, bro. Let's get a update goal here. We are at 9 likes. 9
9.
likes now. But yeah.
23 more minutes.
Yeah, you guys still have a lot of time. It's me, Shadow Wicker. Oh, what's up, Shadow Wicker? All right. So how can we fix the NFL Pro Bowl? How can the NFL fix the NFL Pro Bowl?
By not playing it.
You really think there's no way?
It's never been fun. Like I can't remember a Pro Bowl that people enjoyed. Like I
I
just
liked
don't
it
think
when
it's
they would
any-
draft people. The draft was more entertaining.
I mean, they tried to do that. I just
I
don't
like
think it's
it.
interesting.
Sam, how can they fix the NFL Pro Bowl weekend?
Like I think my idea was kind of good. I mean, I think they can modify it to an extent, but basically, instead of having a bunch of bye weeks scattered out here and there, everyone can have like a or I mean, actually, I'd say still have bye weeks, just like a week 8, like basically have a complete off week. Those elections to the Pro Bowl would go. The winner of that gets home field advantage in the Super Bowl, and I mean, basically go from there. I can see there's definitely some flaws there.
Yeah.
They do not necessarily deserve home field advantage if like only a few of their players went. But I think, yeah, along with what Jackson said, either don't have it or actually bring it some importance to it.
Some ideas that were brought up that I've heard of is one, everybody that plays says if they win they donate this amount of money to charity. So that's just something to look at too. And you can also, for some odd reason, Chiefs for life, Tom Brady sucks. Liked. Okay, that deserved 2 likes. That deserves 2 likes. I just had to say that. Thanks Chiefs, but those were some of the ideas. And they've been introducing new skill challenges like the precision passing, dodgeball, 40-yard splash, gridiron gauntlet. What other activities would you like to see out of the athletes?
Well, I mean, they're doing them during the day on a weekday. No one can watch really. It's kind of stupid.
It's
I
at
don't know.
nighttime, so I mean, it's like.
I mean, it's not that it's sure it's kind of fun, but I don't want to watch them play dodgeball for an hour.
You
it's
wouldn't
all
enjoy
right.
seeing Tom Brady get hit by a dodgeball?
Tom Brady wouldn't go. He's soft.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, to be honest with you, I just wish they'd get rid of the entire week.
Do you think Tom Brady is that good? What do you mean that good, Landon?
He's good.
He's the luckiest of all time, but
that's facts. But that doesn't take away from the fact that he's good.
Correct. But Sam, do you think there's any activities that they can do?
I mean, I really do. I'm honestly right there with Jackson. I mean, you mentioned it's just kind of the week every single NFL fan hates because it's right before the Super Bowl, and everyone's just like, please, just fast forward to the Super Bowl. Everyone hates Pro Bowl week because it's just like, oh man, well, we have to wait another week to the Super Bowl.
That's
think,
that's my thing too.
yeah, I wish. I mean, I honestly, like Jackson said, there's so many flaws with it. It just almost seems like we might as well get rid of it. But as you mentioned, a charity game. I feel like this year just call it a charity game instead of a Pro Bowl, and I would definitely support that. I think we should probably do that in the off season, though.
All right. So what I'm hearing from both of you is you wouldn't mind seeing it going.
No.
So you
No,
think?
definitely not.
So the next question would be: should it be fixed or just abolished?
Abolished. Because I don't think you can. I don't think you can fix it. I really don't.
As Jackson basically stated, like as you stated about talking about the charity game, I'd be for that. But the Pro Bowl, I think, should be abolished, and then after the season, have a charity game that resembles the Pro Bowl.
All right. And do you think athletes seem to like the Pro Bowl? I mean, it's like a free vacation. It used to be better in Hawaii, but now they go to Orlando, which isn't as fun.
I mean, I'm sure they enjoy being around other guys, but like, there's a reason a lot of the guys decline it because once you've been, you kind of realize it's just not that fun. Like Rodgers, Breeze, they declined it this year. I'm sure Brady would have declined it.
Yeah, I was about to say Brady didn't have an option.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if you're like one of the older guys that's been already, there's no use for it really. It's one of those things that players like to experience once or twice maybe, depending on position. But then I mean they kind of it's just kind of worthless.
Yeah. All right, guys, we are at 9 likes still. You guys still got 17 minutes, so
Yep.
you guys gotta like that. It's literally one click. If you guys really want it, share it with your friends. We need what's his name? PSG.
Yeah.
We need PSG in here. The dude generated 9 likes somehow. I don't know. I really don't understand how.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, that's only if you guys would have been on the podcast on Saturday. We had some good talks there.
Mm-hmm.
We also did do an interview with Joshua Briscoe of KC You guys can go find that on Spotify, iTunes, or on our YouTube channel. Just type in KC3 Takes on iTunes or Spotify, and you guys will be able to find it. Moving right along. As me and Jackson kind of talked about on Saturday, Jamal Adams tackled the Patriots mascot. And now that mascot plans to sue him. Was this playful act gone wrong?
This is just stupid. I mean, first of all, the report of him going to the hospital was made up. That was fake.
Okay,
So,
noted. If this is even true, the mascot is the one that started it when he tackled Adams.
this is just such a stupid thing. Like this is another reason not to have the Pro Bowl because stupid stuff like this can happen. Like
Because Jamal Adams tackled a mascot. Pro Bowl's canceled.
Jamal Adams is just salty that he can never beat the Patriots in the first place.
I mean, who
Sure, he's a good safety, but like Jamal Adams, like he's not relevant. Who cares about him? And then like does stupid things like this, and everyone's like, "Huh, you tackled the Patriots mascot," but it's like you don't need to take this on so far. It's like it should have been like a one clip, good laugh, move on. It's not that big of a deal.
All right, Sam.
Honestly, I saw the video. I thought it was staged because I mean, it just kind of looked a little cheesy. It was staged?
No, it did look staged to me as well.
Oh, yeah. And then I saw it and I heard he got hospitalized. I thought that was pretty hilarious. But at the same time, I mean, there has to be a serious note to that. Obviously, it's not good that he's hospitalized. But if he started it, don't get angry if he dishes it back, especially if he's a pro athlete. You probably shouldn't start stuff with pro athletes. But obviously, those weren't his intentions. And I think we all can agree with that. But yeah, it's just like childish. It's just so childish that we're having to discuss a pro athlete tackling a mascot, breaking his ribs after the mascot started it, or I think it was his ribs after the mascot started it, and now he's suing the guy.
It was fake.
Huh?
Jackson just said him going to the hospital was just a lie.
Oh, it was. It must have been a fake report I read,
Yeah,
but
it went
it's
out
it's just insane.
Still, he shouldn't have done it. Okay, so since Saturday is literally probably going to be all Super Bowl,
Yeah.
we're going to go into NBA. So if you guys are really ready for the NFL, make sure to be here Saturday. Wait, Jackson, are you ready for the NBA or are you ready for Saturday?
Both. I'm really ready for the NBA, though.
All right, because I got some good topics here, boys.
There's a lot to talk about.
There is a lot to talk about. Let's just start off with the big bang here. AD wants out of New Orleans, gets fined for $50,000 for publicly saying this. Me and Jackson did some trade simulations on Saturday.
Yeah.
Very unrealistic, but we did them. So if you guys want
Can
to
I go ahead and say this?
Yeah, Jackson.
Adam Silver's soft for finding him 50.
I mean, he makes $310,000 a game. I'm pretty sure it's fine.
It doesn't matter. How are you gonna fine a guy for saying he once traded out of a terrible organization? What? What?
Because he publicly, his agent publicly said that. It wasn't talked through the team.
Well, everyone knew it.
Okay, but the agent did.
The
agent did violate the rules. So I mean,
I don't. That's a stupid rule. I think you should be able to say whatever you want about a trade. But let's just be real. He's going to the Lakers.
All right. And, for who?
Lonzo, Kuzma, Zubac in a first.
So that's Ingram stays.
I think Ingram stays because his trade value sucks right now.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, fortunately, I'd rather take Kuzma, which I hate to see Kuzma leave because he has so much potential. But Lonzo and I mean, honestly, if I'm the Lakers, I really don't think they care whether they trade Lonzo or not. I do think they care whether they trade Kuzma. I think they may be a little reluctant to that. Yeah, but if you're getting a player like Anthony Davis, I mean, let's be real. It's up to LeBron. If LeBron wants him, it's going to happen. If LeBron doesn't, it's not going to happen. So, really, let's be real. LeBron's making the trade.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
Hey, did you see Kyrie? What he said?
No.
It came out earlier today. I got a Bleacher Report notification. Let me pull it up real quick. I'll read it word for word for what it said. It said, source close to Celtics says Kyrie is genuinely interested in returning and reuniting with LeBron.
Oh, shoot.
So,
are we literally about to have two super teams?
It's better than one.
It is better than one. But I don't
let's talk about this. Let's talk about this Kyrie Irving thing here.
This is what's going to happen. In a perfect Lakerland, we're going to ship Lonzo out of here because he's garbage.
Get Kyrie.
We're going to get Kyrie. We're going to get AD. We're going to get Kawhi, and we're going to win.
And get Klay Thompson, maybe.
We're going to get them all.
And maybe get DeMarcus Cousins.
But let's first
and
look
maybe
at
get KD.
The irony of the situation that Kyrie Irving was like, no, I want to lead a team. He's like, actually, I don't want to lead a team. I mean,
I think
it's comical. It's comical. Because this guy was like,
go to the Lakers.
I mean, jeez.
I'm gonna list these players out, and here I'll list players out one by one, and you guys will tell me realistic or non-realistic. Okay.
Okay.
This is all for Lakers.
Okay.
Kawhi Leonard to the Lakers.
Non-realistic.
Why?
Because he already came out and publicly said he doesn't want to play with LeBron.
Sam?
I mean, I'm assuming what Jackson said was true. And I'm going to say unrealistic because I think they're going to get AD. I think Klay Thompson has a decent chance to go in there. So you can't sign everyone, I guess, was what I'm saying.
Yeah, here's the thing.
I'm saying for this person, is it realistic for them to join the Lakers? I'm not saying all these other people on their same team. No.
It depends.
They'll be the first one. The Lakers have the money.
Okay.
In all these situations, the Lakers have the money. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Next one. Kyrie Irving. Realistic, non-realistic.
From the report I saw today, I'm going to have to start to stay realistic because, there's always been those rumors this year that he doesn't want to play in Boston anymore. Like he's going to leave in this off season.
Even though he said at the beginning of the season.
It's true, but then he says that report comes out, and if it's true, because it could be a false report, but if it's true that he's genuinely interested in reuniting, LeBron can't leave, so it would have to be Kyrie that leaves. So I would say there's a realistic chance. It's definitely going to be tough, but it's realistic.
All right, Sam?
Yeah, I agree with Jackson because, man, I mean, a few years ago, I want to lead a team. and then now he's like, I don't want to lead the team. So he's going to join someone that's already pretty well established, and he knows LeBron. He knows how he plays. He might as well join LeBron because, I mean, that's where he was previously.
Yeah.
So I honestly, it kind of angers me at Kyrie. It kind of is overall. He kind of dissed LeBron, left him, and then now he's like, yeah. I mean, I kind of mixed feelings on the situation, but I think it's pretty realistic.
All right, next one, Boogie.
No.
Boogie did. There are reports that Boogie wants to go join the Lakers after he wins the title with the Warriors.
I'm gonna say for now unrealistic because I think after this year. I think he's gonna get that big deal that we thought he was gonna get last offseason, and I don't think the Lakers are gonna give him that. There's gonna be teams that want him. Trust me.
It won't be the Warriors though.
Well, the Warriors literally, unless Klay Thompson and Draymond Green leave, and Kevin Durant cannot afford to give him a max.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of Klay Thompson, realistic or non-realistic? Because Klay Thompson did say if he is not offered a max contract, he would love to play with LeBron.
Okay. I'm gonna say unrealistic because I think the Warriors offer him a max contract and he stays.
All right, Sam.
I think it's realistic because, I mean, the Thompson to LA thing has been rumored quite a bit. I guess his dad lives or has ties to LA, and overall, his dad wants him to play in LA. It's from what I've heard. Not sure if that's true or false, but I mean, I think when every player wants to play with LeBron, and whenever he's kind of obviously he's not in the middle of scrim. He's obviously he's not done playing yet, but I mean, we don't know when he's going to be done playing. Probably has, I don't even know how many more years. But everyone in the league wants to play with LeBron James. So if he can get that chance, I think he'll take it. And obviously, if he gets a max contract from the Lakers, I think he'll go there.
All right, two more. This one I'm pretty sure we all would agree on. Anthony Davis, realistic. Here, is going to happen or won't happen. I'll say that.
I'll say this. Okay.
The reality is now.
Okay, this is kind of like not an official. Hold on, just hear me out. If the Pelicans trade him at the deadline, it will be to the Lakers. If the Pelicans don't trade him at the deadline, then the Lakers will not get him. That's what I think. I think they'll trade him somewhere else later in the offseason if they don't trade him to the Lakers at the deadline.
So you're saying the Lakers have 2 weeks to get him, or they will never get this chance again?
In my opinion, no, because I think Boston has a way better trade package.
All right, Sam, is AD going to happen to the Lakers?
I think he's going to because the return. What I feel like the return they could get for him. I feel like the Lakers. I mean, Lonzo and Kuzma are very attractive, and I mean, the Lakers are willing to give up Lonzo, and I think they would give up Kuzma to get Anthony Davis. I really do think it's going to happen. I'm not quite exact sure when, but I think it's going to happen.
All right. Last but not least, definitely not least, KD.
I'm going to say unrealistic here. I don't think he wants to play on the Lakers because
there's been multiple reports that he wants.
I know, but I just feel like him and LeBron are like kind of rivals. They're like a lot of people have viewed them as the number one and number two player in the world for a long time now, and I just don't know if he wants to team up with them. But hey, he shocked me when he went to Golden State, so nothing shocks me anymore.
All right, Sam.
Honestly, I got no idea. He's hard to figure out. He's hard to figure out. So I really have no idea. He could. I don't think so. It just don't sound right. I just don't think he would leave the Warriors to go play with LeBron James. He'd get so much backlash for that. And as if Anthony Davis gets traded and then he goes to the Lakers, he'd get so much backlash, even more than he got last time. Anyways, I don't think he'd want that. I honestly think that. I mean, he's fine with it. I think he could. I think he'll stay with the Warriors.
Just a little update, guys. We are still at 9 likes. Looks like it's not happening tonight. looks like we're just gonna have to carry it on Saturday for Super Bowl. The SSS show, Super Bowl Saturday show.
Yep.
So make sure to tune in for that. But now, with all those names I listed, do you guys remember who I listed?
Most of them.
What are your predictions for Super Bowl? Chiefs for life. Tom Brady sucks. We are saying those on Saturday. Also, guys, if it's a little hard to understand me, I did get braces today. That's why I'm like having really trouble pronunciating. Very sorry. But
I didn't notice.
okay. Well, what are your predictions for the Super Bowl? We will tell you Saturday.
I mean, we don't have to make a game prediction, but we can talk.
No. I have so much stuff for Saturday.
Okay.
Crap, I don't even know. I don't even know who I'm picking yet.
All right. Back to everything. All those people that I listed, who is the most realistic to go to the Lakers, not including AD?
Klay Thompson.
I agree.
Mine's Kyrie.
You really think so?
Well, here's the thing. Assuming they trade Lonzo, which looks very likely, the need for point guard is going to be there. So,
hey, it's a chance. It's a chance. I'm not saying I think there's a chance. I'm just saying Klay Thompson is more realistic.
Do you think they could land Kyrie and KD?
Nah.
I mean, they don't have that many people on contract. I mean, for big contracts.
No, their bigger contracts are 1-year contracts, and then there's LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron's literally the only big one over $20 million.
Could you imagine that team?
Cool. Kyrie and KD.
That would be
and AD and LeBron. That would beat the Warriors any day.
Well, the Warriors would lose their arguable best player, so yeah.
Players. The Warriors are about to be on a downfall after this year. I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, we've been saying for a while now, oh, they're going to finally decline.
No, they're losing players. That's why they're going to start declining.
Who's leaving, though, like, officially? Who do you really think's leaving?
Out of those 5 players?
Because think about it.
Draymond is gone.
Okay. Draymond's having a really bad. Draymond and Boogie are gone, yes. They're still going to have.
And I think Klay Thompson is gone.
Maybe. They're still going to have. Well, if they let Draymond and Boogie walk, they can offer Klay the max.
They would have 2 max contracts on their team.
Yeah.
But
here's the thing, though. They'll still have the best point guard in the NBA. So that they're still going to be very, very good.
They won't be a 1 seed. I can see them being a 2 or 3.
Well, they were a 2. I mean, they were a 2 last year and won the finals.
All right. Let's go back into some more NBA talk. We're done with Laker talk here. Well, we're not really done. But Saturday night, Golden State and Boston played. Maybe a finals preview. What did this game tell you about the two teams? If you guys didn't get a chance to see it, it's okay. Say now or forever hold your peace.
I saw it. It told me that this is going to be the finals matchup. This is the best team in the East we're looking at, in Boston won.
Even though they're the 5th seed?
Yeah, but they're the 5th seed by like 2 games. It's kind of really close. And plus, Indiana's above them, so that's going to really, now that Oladipo's out, they're not going to be able to keep the pace. And, I think Boston really is just now hitting their stride. Because they have so much talent on that team, it's hard to get everyone. But they're so deep. I mean, that Celtics team is so deep. It's unbelievable. And, they went toe for toe with Golden State on Saturday night, and that was Golden State's best lineup. They had a healthy Boogie. So, to me, it showed that these are the 2 teams that are going to be in the finals. And if that is the finals, I don't think we're going to have a finals like last 2 years. I think this year we're going to go 6 or 7.
You really think so?
I just see Boston as a team that can take them 6 or 7.
Okay, take who? Because the Rockets are right back in it. We will get more into it later.
My problem with the Rockets is that Chris Paul is having a lot of trouble staying healthy recently in his career, and James Harden typically implodes in the playoffs.
All right. Sam, what did this game tell you about?
And I don't watch the game, so I'm not gonna say a bunch of stuff that I probably have no idea about.
All right, way to speak up. All right. Jackson, this is going to be me and you here. Kyrie seems to be excelling with the team, but at times, does he seem to be doing too much for this team?
Yes and no. You got to remember, at the end of the day, Kyrie Irving's their best player.
Really?
And you want him. Well, that's a compliment on that team because there's a lot of good players. But no one's more gifted and talented, than him. And he is one of the few guys that can battle Steph Curry toe to toe at the point guard position. And so it's really important for him to get shots off and do stuff like that. But he had some costly turnovers, and I feel like he could have got his teammates more involved. And the guy that I wish they would just give more shots is Jason Tatum. That guy could be so good. He's only 20 years old right now. Last postseason looked like he was a veteran.
Rookie of the year.
He was so good. In my opinion, he was easily the best pick of last year's draft.
I totally agree with that.
And to me, and it wasn't that like no one saw that coming. I forgot who the draft analyst was, but he said that it was the safest pick in the first round. And so Tatum has always possessed this talent. And really, it's funny to look back on because people were saying, should they take Josh Jackson or Jason Tatum there? And Josh Jackson's had one of the most disappointing 2 years that you could have as a top 5 pick.
Well, he also is on the Suns, so it's...
I mean, that's not an excuse. That means you should be scoring more. If you're on a bad team and you're a good player, you should be able to do more.
All right. So Boston did lose. Kyrie Irving had 32 points. That wasn't enough. Boston lost by 4 points. Who needs to step up the most on the Celtics in order to represent the East?
Jaylen Brown. If he can step up and play better offensively, this team is a real tough team to beat. But he's not starting as much right now. Marcus Smart gets time in there. Also, Gordon Hayward. If Gordon Hayward can play like he did in Utah, that team is going to be basically unbeatable.
Think about Gordon Hayward still in Utah with everybody there. That would be a good team.
Yeah.
But, Sam, you can answer this question because this doesn't have anything with the game.
All right.
Do you need me to say the question again?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about my bad.
Who needs to step up the most on the Celtics in order to represent the East other than Kyrie?
I don't necessarily say that Jason Tatum needs to step up. I think they just need to feed the guy. He needs to get the ball more. I mean, a few weeks ago, everyone was like, "Oh, he doesn't have a 30-point game, this or that," and it's just because he doesn't get the opportunity. I really think he's underrated. So I think you need to give Jason Tatum some more love, give him the ball some more. And Jackson says Jaylen Brown. I agree with that. He's kind of been a little quiet this year. I think he needs to step up as well. But feed Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown needs to step up.
All right. CP3 has returned to the Rockets. How different will the Rockets look now? Because we've only seen them in one game. So, I mean.
I think you're going to see a relatively better team, obviously, but I think they're going to be a different team now, and I think Harden's scoring is going to go down because when you go from the only player on the court to now you have a fellow Hall of Famer on the court, things change. And I still think Harden's going to continue this great MVP season, but I don't think he's going to be able to do as much. But for the Rockets, it's great because they're going to win more games now because you can't just focus on James Harden. That whole entire stretch that CP3, Capella, and all them were out, it was just if Harden didn't have a historic night, the Rockets lost. Now
the Rockets would be 0-17.
Yeah, now the Rockets can have a little bit more balance. If James Harden has a night where he can only drop 20, it's okay because Chris Paul's by his side. And that's what you need to beat good teams in this league.
All right, Sam?
I think I think he's kind of a great balance factor. Obviously, he's kind of a fallback. He's kind of a safety net if James Harden goes out. But also it's kind of a safety net with a bunch of holes in it because at any time that guy can go down injured. So I think it's kind of I mean, James Harden has been on recently, and the guy's been carrying the Rockets. I mean, they've been on fire. At least James Harden has been, and you don't want to disrupt that. So I think it kind of go either way. I think it could hurt the Rockets that he came back. It could give them some kind of false hope, because then you could get. I mean, in a few games, boom, Chris Paul could be right back out. So if he stays healthy, it's going to be a great addition. I really think they can make it. Hopefully they can take it on the Warriors, but I think they have a better shot last year than taking on the Warriors.
All right. So Jackson kind of already talked about this, but how much of a drop will we see in Harden's usage rate? Jackson?
I think you're still gonna see his typical game, but probably like 5 or 10 less shots a game, maybe. It'll be somewhere in between that. But I mean, Harden was putting up historic numbers with Chris Paul, and so I think he'll still be able to put up really good games and really good numbers. He's still the best player on the court by far.
Yeah, without a doubt. All right, Sam?
Yeah, I think he'll be able to get some more rest, which is good because you don't want to burn that guy up. He's definitely not a guy that overuse. So I do think they'll play it safe. He'll definitely get some less shots and less minutes, but which is a good thing. So good move for the Rockets, and hopefully they manage his time well and give that guy some rest.
All right, I kind of like how you guys are saying this, but let's say, would you ever consider moving CP3 to the bench to lead the second unit instead?
No,
It's just a thought.
In my opinion, that's not even in consideration. If you're the Rockets, your team's so bad outside of Harden right now. You have to start Harden. I mean, Chris Paul if you can. I mean, that's a Hall of Fame point guard. You can't really put him on the bench.
Sam?
Yeah, I agree. The only guy that should be put on the bench on an NBA team is Melo. On the Rockets, if they were going to bench anyone, it should have been Melo. But that's long gone. But Chris Paul, he's just too good. He's just. I mean, if I can kind of see where he comes from, maybe call some increase in the point score off the bench, and but I think it also would keep James Harden on the court a lot, and I don't want him to get burned out for him to be overused. So I think it's overall just in the best interest for them to keep both of them on the court.
All right, Victor Oladipo out for the year. Should the Pacers make a trade this year, and how far could they go without? How far can they go without Oladipo this year if they do not make a trade?
Okay, I'll answer both parts. First, they shouldn't make a trade. This team, regardless if they make a trade or not right now, is not going.
Not going to what? Make the playoffs?
They're not going. They'll go to the playoffs, but they're not going. They're not. I think even if they made a trade, because like who would they give up? Like they don't have anyone that could give you a big time player.
Yeah,
they're not going to get Anthony. They're not going to get Anthony Davis or anyone. So, I would say the Pacers, their peak would be losing in the first round. I'd say that's the best they can do.
Okay, Sam.
I don't think they should trade, and I honestly think they're gonna. Don't trade because you might give up some key pieces to where you're building to that point whenever Oladipo comes back. So I don't say you don't make a trade, and you just they're not going to get far. I think they'll probably get eliminated the first round. So you just kind of pack your bags, go home, and wait for Victor Oladipo to get healthy.
All right. So since you both don't think how they're going far, what does this injury mean for the rest of the East?
In my opinion, not a ton. I think the Pacers were going to win a series maybe because they were like a 3, I think.
Still are. They still are.
They still are, but I mean, they're not going to be when it comes time for playoffs, I don't think. And so, I mean, they were probably set to play like Brooklyn or like Miami or the Hornets, which with a healthy Oladipo, I think the Pacers would easily beat. But now that I think they're going to fall, I think they'll probably be a 6 or a 7 or an 8 if things get really bad. That means you're going to have to play rather the Raptors, Sixers, Celtics, or whoever else can climb to the top of the East in that time. And that Pacers team is not even close to good enough to beat the Celtics, Raptors, or 76ers.
All right, Sam, what does this injury mean for the rest of the East?
It just makes an easier route to the this championship. Just makes it easier, and the East is already too easy in my opinion. So it just it just makes it too easy because it's like, I mean, the in the West you actually have to fight your way into the championship, and now in the East, I mean, there's some teams like that can put up a fight, but whenever the Pacers are out of it, I just think, I mean, it just makes it way easier for other teams to get an easy route to the championship.
All right.
I can say this though, the East is a joke in general, but the top of the East, the Celtics, Sixers, and
Bucks.
And Bucks, yeah, I forgot about them.
Bucks
Those
are
four
the number
teams,
1 seed right now.
Yeah, no, Bucks are a really good team. Those 4 teams are really, really going to put up great series, I think. Those 4 teams, the bottom, everyone past them is horrible, but those 4 teams are actually really legit good teams. And
If one of those 4 teams can make it to the finals, it would be an interesting finals to watch.
I don't think the East has been this. This isn't really saying much, but I don't think the East has been this good in a while.
I get what you're saying. All right, Corey Brewer. Ooh, you could include the 76ers.
Yeah, I said the Sixers.
Oh, Corey Brewer. You guys know him from the Sixers, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's on his second 10-day contract. Should the Sixers focus on trading Fultz and keeping Brewer on the roster, or continue working with Fultz?
That's a good question.
We're gonna start with Sam.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Fultz's shot is broke. They've tried to fix it. I mean, let's be real. They have so much money. I mean, this guy has access to the best trainers to help fix his shot. His shot is just broke, and no duct tape is gonna fix his shot. I mean, the guy he's a bust, and I don't see how exactly
Even though
his shot
he
could
showed
get fixed.
talent last year, in the end of last year.
Every NBA player has talent.
RG3 showed talent. I mean,
Okay, he's the youngest person with a triple double. That's no luck.
Westbrook has shown you that the triple double means absolutely nothing.
No, it does not. That just shows you.
The triple double is the most overrated stat in sports.
Yeah, you do hate that.
It's just stupid. It's like he steals rebounds, he just makes extra passes and does stupid things.
Yeah,
then he shoots the ball.
He takes the rebounds. He passes the ball and shoots the ball. Sounds like he's a great team player there.
Westbrook is the biggest ball hog in the NBA, and it's not close. And his shooting percentage is horrible.
I cannot stand Westbrook. As a Thunder fan, I can't stand the guy.
The Thunder made one of the worst decisions in the history of sports by trading Harden. They should have traded Westbrook.
They had Harden, KD, and Westbrook.
And I bet you KD stays if it was Harden and not Westbrook.
Really?
KD, how could you blame someone for leaving Westbrook? He's such an annoying player. He cares about his stats more than anything.
All right. Let's get back to the Sixers. Should the Sixers stay with Fultz or let him go and let Brewer stay on the team?
They let him go.
Jackson.
I think they'll try and trade him.
They let who go?
They let Fultz go. The guy just. I mean, his shot is just.
You can't let go of the first pick.
Why not?
It just won't look good.
Cavs did it after 1 year with Anthony Bennett.
Yeah.
You can. I'm just saying. Here's the thing. I think it's fascinating that the first 2 players taken in the 2017 draft can't shoot, like at all. Neither. Lonzo and Fultz cannot shoot the ball at all. Like it's fascinating how NBA scouts were paid to find the best players, and the first 2 taken can't shoot.
Yeah, and at least Lonzo has defense. So Lonzo has really good defense.
All right.
He's not worth the second pick right now, though.
Yeah, right. I totally agree.
All right, gentlemen, we're not done yet here. I'm gonna name you. Here, wait 1 second. Let me get everything ready up here. All right, give me a team in each division that is currently seeded for the playoffs and will not make it.
What?
Give me a team. Okay, here. Just give me a team that's seeded right now. That's 1 through 8, and East or West that won't make it in the end. And if you guys need me to give you the 1 through 8, let me know.
Okay. Mine's gonna be the Clippers. I don't think
Really?
the West is really, really talented, and the Clippers, while they're a decent team, they don't have a superstar, and this is a superstar-driven league. And I think once LeBron comes back, that takes their playoff spot away.
All right, Sam.
All right, so I pulled it up right now.
Me? I have.
No, I pulled it up right now, and it's kind of hard to disagree. I mean, the Clippers got off to a pretty nice start, but I mean, I'm not
really
going to bet
nice
against
start.
LeBron. I can't bet against LeBron, so I have the Lakers taking over that spot in the Eastern Conference. Overall, it's kind of hard to tell, but I feel like the Charlotte Hornets. I mean, their away record is so terrible. If they could just, I mean, it's just so terrible. If the Pistons can overall become a better road team, or the Wizards can just improve, I think they could take the Hornets. And overall, I mean, all they have is Kemba Walker, and so you just kind of. I think the Hornets are most vulnerable to be taken.
Yeah.
And the Brooklyn Nets, if they could become cold again, I think they could. But they've been a really good team recently.
20-5 in the last 25.
Yeah, they've been really good recently.
The Nets are the 6th seeds. I mean,
That's without Caris LeVert. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
all right. So you guys kind of both answer this. So Jackson, you say the team that replaces the Clippers will be the Lakers.
Because I think we agree that if the Lakers have LeBron, they're a better team than the Clippers, and they were ahead of the Clippers until the LeBron injury, and I don't know, they're like a game back. I think they'll be fine. Yeah. Although he made a good point with the Hornets, because also we have to keep an eye out if they trade Kemba at the deadline.
I don't see them doing that.
Well, he's not coming back. That's one thing. He's going somewhere else this July. I can promise you that. So they really may consider it. But either way, you're right. But here's the thing: like, the East is so terrible. Like, the Wizards just lost to the Cavs. Like,
The Cavs have lost 41 games.
I can't see the Wizards
see any team. I really can't see any team.
But even the Pistons are talking about trading away like Blake Griffin. So, like,
poor Blake was loyal. I'm
gonna go on a mini rant here. How do you play in the Eastern Conference, have Andre Drummond, Reggie Jackson, and Blake Griffin, and you can't be one of the best 8 teams? That's unbelievable.
Your name's the Detroit Pistons.
And you have last year's Coach of the Year.
I know.
That makes no sense how you're not decent enough to be one. Literally, the 8 seed has a losing record.
Wait, no.
24-25.
Yeah, you're right.
So literally, all you have to do is be 500, and you can't even do that.
No, they're 15 games back
of the first. Yeah, I mean, it's
3 games back of the 8.
That's sad. It really is.
All right, gentlemen, it was real. It was very fun. Jackson, where can they find you?
It was.
Oh wait, no. We're not done. We are not done. I said we ain't done. We got some questions to answer. The first question is coming from Chase, and he asked, "What should we do with D Ford?" I think we should give him the franchise tag. You can hate on this man all you want. This man had a great season.
Yeah, I'd give him the tag. I'm not ready to give him a big deal, because let's keep this in mind. He only had one good season. The other seasons he played here, he was not very effective.
Sam?
All right, I'm taking a little different approach here. I feel like if we get into a 3-year deal max, I don't want to franchise tag him. 3-year deal max, and give him some money. But we have to keep in mind that Spag does a 4-3 base defense, and so it's not necessarily. It doesn't necessarily.
That's
benefit.
the defense he did play in Auburn.
Yeah, that's what he played at Auburn.
Oh, he played at Auburn. Okay.
No, he said that. I think honestly, I hate to cut you off, but I think this is important. They were interviewing him at the Pro Bowl, and they were like talking about next year's defense as if he's like for sure coming back, and he was like, "Yeah, I love Spagnuolo. He's gonna let me line out outside." So I really do think D Ford's coming back.
Okay. So what was the question? Should he or okay? What should we do with D Ford? I mean,
You're the one that typed this
if we can get him on a deal that isn't like I really don't want to franchise tag him because, yeah, I don't want to give him a huge deal, but I wouldn't be opposed to him coming back. Just don't give the guy a ton of money because Justin Houston, Eric Berry, look at our recent big deals we've handed out. Sammy Watkins, all of our big deals have been terrible, and I really don't want to.
Watkins is good,
but Watkins hasn't been earning. I guess he hasn't been.
He showed up when you need to know the most in the AFC Championship.
I mean, I agree with that, but he isn't worth what we gave him. He's good.
That might be true.
Justin Houston is good. I mean, Eric Berry's good, but they haven't been playing up to their contracts.
You're right.
So I wish we could actually give our players a contract that they're really worth. So I'd like to bring him back.
All right, next question is, do you think we would trade up in the draft to get someone coming from Blake? No, Blake, we will not.
I doubt it, but I wouldn't have said we would have whenever we did for Mahomes. So
yeah, I was about to say, the last time we traded up for somebody, look at how that turned out.
I just and none of us thought we were doing that. Like, whenever I saw us trade up, I was like, oh boy, I was like, are you kidding me? We're going to take a quarterback.
We're going to get Deshaun Watson.
I really did think we were taking Deshaun Watson.
You look at that QB class.
Patty.
You look at that QB class. Great. That's a really good QB class ever.
And it was also, talked about as a terrible garbage QB class,
Yeah.
And now it's like, ooh, you're eating your words. But where were you guys? I saw this question. Where were you guys on Instagram? Where were you guys whenever Patrick Mahomes was drafted by the Chiefs?
In my bed.
I was on my couch.
I was in the drive-thru of Taco Bell.
I was watching the draft.
I was just watching the draft in my bed.
Yeah, I was just watching it. I saw us trade up. Was really anticipating Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I was excited to get Deshaun.
Not gonna lie, for the first 5 to 10 minutes after we took Mahomes, I was upset because I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Yeah, but then I kind of looked. I heard everything everyone was saying about him and stuff, and I was like, "All right, you know what? The Chiefs know what they're doing here."
That's kind of how it was for me and Brady Singer.
Brady Singer, we still have to figure out, but that was a steal as late as we got.
Oh yeah, we copped him.
So many people had him projected top 5.
Talking about Brady Singer and the Royals, what's the Royals' record going to be next year? Sam, we're going to start with you.
All right. First of all, speaking of Whit Merrifield, that's amazing. Yep. I was so glad. I mean, $16 million. That was a complete steal.
That's a bargain.
I think I'm worried that someone's going to offer the Royals a deal they can't refuse because so many MLB teams would give up multiple prospects for a guy under that kind of deal and a guy the caliber of Whit. Anyways, what's the Royals' record going to be? I'm really excited for this next season, but I am. Let me think. What did I say the other day? Okay, I think what our goal should be is to be 500. I don't think it's realistic, but I think our best shot. I think we'll be 10 games under 500. I'm not going to do all the math. 10 games under 500. There you have it.
Yeah.
So 71 and 91.
Thank you. 71, 20. 91. That's 20. Yeah, that's 20.
76 and 86.
Does that add up? Yeah, I think so.
Wait,
yeah.
He said 10 games.
Yeah, that is
81 and 81.
Right.
So that's 71 and 91.
But if you're 76 and 86, that's 10 games.
Yeah.
It's all right,
76 and 86.
I'm a little slow here, guys. When I hear school is canceled, my brain shuts off.
Hey, math is hard, bro. I'm not good at it either.
Thanks, Ajay. Now you know Ajay, but thanks, Ajay. Anyway, I'll go next because we're gonna leave the last segment to Royals Kingdom. Jackson himself, he did just release his predictions about the AL Central and the AL East. So guys, go make sure to check him out on Royals.Kingdom. He talks about who's going to get what place in each division. You releasing those every day, right?
Yep. For the next until I'm out of time. I think so. Like the next 4 days now because I've done 2 of them.
So yeah, go make sure to check them out. Royals.kingdom and Sam at Chiefs Chaos or Chiefs.chaos.
Chiefs Chaos.
Chiefs Chaos. And go check us out on KC3 Takes. Anyway, what I think the Royals record would be, I think we would be a good 79 and 83.
That's not unrealistic.
That's not good.
That's good for us.
79. yeah, it is very good for us.
Okay. I in my predictions, to spoil it if you haven't seen it, I have us in 4th place. That doesn't necessarily mean we're going to be horrible.
Who said that?
I think we're going to probably be like 70 and 92, somewhere along those lines. Low 70s. But I got in an argument with the White Sox page. I don't remember the specific one, saying that we're going to be worse this year, and which is to me just impossible.
It's unrealistic.
Blasphemy. That's blasphemy.
He's like, well, you guys won't have Moose, and I'm like, well, I mean, Moose. As much as I love Moose, he wasn't doing that well last year for us. We did better without him than we did with him. So it's like, I don't know. And the thing about these young kids that is really exciting is they don't even understand that they're supposed to be losing right now and that they're not a very good team. They're just having fun. That's why they honestly in the last 2 months played way better, because guys were just appreciative to be up there and they were grinding every single at bat.
All right, 2 things. One,
but I don't think we can get to the playoffs. I really don't think there's a chance.
All right, 2 things.
Yeah, I agree.
1, Dave Portnoy, we still want you on the show. I saw yesterday Super Bowl Media Day didn't go so well for you, buddy. Hey, it's okay. We can talk about it. I want to bury the hatchet here because you said you were going to come to KC for a pizza review and the Chiefs-Patriots game. Didn't do any of that. And
Facts.
2, Stephen A. Smith says, I'm guessing you guys know, Sam's posted about this. Jackson has said it before. No? Okay.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Wait, I thought you were going to say it.
Well, okay. How many words is it that you think I'm saying it? It's a phrase.
4.
All right, we're saying on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Stay off the weed. Josh Gordon, that's going to you, buddy. Anyway,
Anthony Thomas.
Anthony Thomas, that's definitely for sure. Jackson, you should have joined us there. It's quite fun.
Dude, you kept cutting out. I couldn't tell what you were saying.
It's the most famous Stephen A. Smith phrase. You don't need to know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anyway.
By the way, D'Anthony Thomas just ruined his chances of coming back to Kansas City.
Anyway, go follow us on KC3 Takes on Instagram. It's pretty simple. If we can get 1,000 followers by Super Bowl Sunday, I will give away a $25 gift card. And yeah, that's it. Jackson, Royals.Kingdom, Sam, Chiefs, Chaos. Other than that, stay off the weed, guys. See you guys Saturday.